YouTube, in today's video, I'm going to convince you in 5 reasons why the iPad mini is the best iPad out of the entire iPad lineup, at least to me. Now listen, I know in the tech space there's a lot of snob and snooziness when it comes to specs and stuff. So basically there's some tech creators out there trying to dismiss this iPad because it only has a 60 Hertz display versus a 120 Hertz display. Don't mind this, I'll be quick. You don't need 120 Hertz. Would it be nice? Absolutely. Would I take it on an iPad mini? Yes, but do you need it? No. A 60 Hertz display is plenty fine. So if any tech snobbery is out there and you watch that video, now you're here, CJ just gave you the real. Now let's get real about these 5 reasons why the iPad mini is the best iPad. And I'm serious about that. Reason number 1, the sizing. You see how simple it is for me to palm this bad boy, use this bad boy as if I'm using a smartphone? Now granted, yes, I typically use, the max size devices, as you guys can see. This is my main daily driver right there. But I can just as much use this device due to its sizing as I do my iPhone. And that is just extremely convenient. It's the perfect sizing, it's palmable for me. It has a nice weight and a nice form factor. This is just so ideal, whether you're trying to be portable and travel and do other things, or you're just around the house and you just want a better, bigger screen, a better, bigger version of this. Because it's literally that in many ways, and then in some ways, not so much. Again, the sizing of this iPad makes it the iPad that I go to over my iPad Pro, my iPad Air. I'm grabbing this one because those are bigger, those have different use cases, and this one is the sweet spot. And then that leads me into reason number 2. This is the best media consumption device due to that sizing and just what's all packed into this device. So if I'm gonna do what I typically do, or what we all do on this device and this screen, but I have the option to do it here, why not do it here? And what I'm talking about is, when I pull up my Twitter timeline, look how big that UI is. Look how much access you have. Look at the sizing of the photos, the video, everything is just bigger and better. And the same thing goes when I slide up to Instagram, which hold off, because Instagram is annoying, it's always refreshing. But as you guys can see, look at the size of this Instagram reel. And let me tell you this, you can make it bigger if you want to. I wouldn't recommend that because the ratios get funny, but this is plenty big and this is so ideal. Love consuming media on here. Same thing like what you guys are doing right now, YouTube. Look at my sub feed, look at the UI. The UI of social media apps and media consumption apps, Netflix, all of that, it's just so much sweeter on the iPad mini. Now granted, the bigger displays are nice, they're cool, not as convenient, but still, this is just the sweet spot. That leads me into reason number 3, which is literally gonna be this. Apple Pencil 2 support. This is the Apple Pencil 2, because look how easy this one connects to your iPad. Look how easy it charges. Yes, when you do this, it's charging. So it's extremely convenient to use, extremely convenient to carry, and this is the Apple Pencil. This is the best Apple Pencil that's available. Cheaper models can get Apple Pencil 1 support. I'm not a fan. This is what I like. And it fits the iPad mini form factor perfectly. You can still palm it, yet I have access to a stylus. I could draw, mark up things, sign contracts, do so much more with the use of the Apple Pencil, which is absolutely phenomenal. If you've never used one, I highly recommend you do. It's actually quite impressive. Which, if you want Apple Pencil 2 support and you want to go outside of the iPad mini, there's only 2 other ways you go. iPad Pro or the iPad Air. But to be real, this is the better iPad. I'm gonna keep iterating that. It's so easy for me to talk about how great this iPad is. Yes, it's that good. Reason number 4, performance. Now, yes, Apple makes the best mobile chips. You got one inside of here, the A15. Let's be real, Apple is always ahead of the competition when it comes to their Apple Bionic chips and mobile devices by years. You'll see how powerful they are. So photo editing on this bigger device with a bigger display, I can see more, the parameters are easier to use. W. Video editing, you can get some done on here. W. Especially if y'all doing y'all TikTok and vertical video, like it's so much better to be done here and send it from here to there the same way you would here. Gaming, my gamers out there. The true mobile gamers know the best gaming mobile experience typically is on an Apple product with that Bionic chip. No, I got some droids that's kicking butt, but let's be real, bro. You can rely on the convenience and the power being given to you when it comes to gaming on Apple devices. Bigger display to do it on, super, super convenient. About to upload this video and go viral. What you doing, bro? What you mean what I'm doing? I'm about to go viral. What you talking about? Bro, I'm gonna use this viral Drizzy track. I'm gonna put it on my vlog and I'm gonna go viral. It's as simple as that. Don't work like that. Wait, what you mean it doesn't work like that? This is called YouTube. This is my tube. I upload whatever I want. Listen, yes, it's YouTube and yes, it's your tube, but it's not your music. Explain. Listen to this, bro. If you go viral and you make 100,000. 100,000? Guess what? Drizzy about to get like 60, 70 racks of that. Whoa. Wait a hot second. You mean to tell me if I upload this viral vlog, which it is, come on, player, and I can make 100,000, Drizzy get like 60, 70K possibly? Oh no, player. What's that website you was talking about? Bro, I told you, Epidemic Sound. Link down in the description, get 30 days free. We gonna use that, told you. So if I go viral and I make 100,000, I'll make 100,000. Right. You gonna get 100,000 and I'm gonna get 50. Say less. Reason number 5, convenience. The user experience is so convenient with this device for many of reasons. Not only the size, form factor, and portability of this device, because look, let's say I'm flying, I'm on an airplane. I got my Netflix loaded. I got my Stars Power, season downloaded. I got whatever. Bam, I'm on the airplane tray with this. Isn't it too small, CJ? No, it's the perfect size. What about resolution? Listen, you're gonna watch in 1080 regardless. When you download movies and Netflix, it's all 1080. When you do mobile visual viewing, you're probably watching this video in 1080. Even if your phone has a 2K display, because that's the standard use case, that's the default. Come on, you guys know when you with your carrier and you use up your mobile data to a certain degree and then they start throttling you, you know what I mean? They tell you, hey, you used up your 20 gigs, now you only finna get something megabits, which is basically just absolutely unusable. Before you get there, you're gonna use 1080p. So this display is perfect for that. And yes, it's 60 hertz. And no, you do not need 120. 120 is nice, but it's not a necessity. I just gotta reiterate that. Extremely portable, you traveling. Oh yeah, you guys might have saw, let me just point this out real quick, how dirty my Apple case is. Why is that, CJ? Because I actually use this device. It's been 2 years and I've been using this thing more than my other devices. By far. If I showed you my iPad Air casing, it's not as dirty as this one. I can promise you that. Not only is there the convenience due to the sizing and how portable and nice this thing is, it goes even deeper if you choose to do things like this. What is this, CJ? You just got 2 devices up. Well, they're both Apple devices, which means Apple ecosystem. Apple continuity, even more than an ecosystem. The Apple continuity initiative is absolutely phenomenal. I mean, you see this, with this, my Mac, Apple TV, my HomePods, they're all talking together in harmony. I know there's some other systems out there trying to get the ecosystem together, but here's where they miss. Apple's been doing it since day one, so Apple's ecosystem is years ahead, and it's just facts. They have to catch up, and it is what it is, but expanding your Apple ecosystem. In what ways, CJ? Well, like this. The iPad Mini 6 is the perfect HomeKit hub. Now, I'm using smart home devices. I've been using a lot for a long time now. I actually been meaning to make this series about smart home tech that I actually use, but I wanted to use it like for real and, trim the fat and find the products that I like, that I use, that are extremely well. And HomeKit is a super useful smart home hub. So as you can see, that studio light is off. Tap of a button, it's back on. That's HomeKit, baby. And this is the perfect hub. If you got a security system that's HomeKit compatible, cameras, you know what I mean, locks, they got so many different things you can control it, and this can be your hub. It extends further than that. When you're in the Apple ecosystem, you got an Apple TV, any one of these devices, oh, I almost dropped one, can be your Apple remote for your TV. Some type of PDF or sign something or do some business here and pick it up there, the Mac, or pick it up here on the iPhone. So it's just about having another convenient piece to add to your Apple ecosystem if you choose and opt into one. Now, a lot of Android users appreciate the iPad and they'll buy that. They may not like the iPhone and so forth and they'll get one of these. This is like a dope, sweet spot iPad for any user. It's extremely capable. It may not be Pro, so if you need Pro, you get an iPad Pro. It may not be the biggest. If you need bigger, you can do an iPad Air. And it may not be the cheapest, so if you need cheaper, you get the regular iPad. At the end of the day, I feel like the medium, the sweet spot, is the iPad mini. End of discussion. I don't want to hear it. And it does not need 120 hertz on its display to be the best. Tim Apple, I see you over there, player, man. Listen, man, a lot of great products, a lot of things going on. Ever since the Apple Silicon expanded beyond the mobile devices into the computers, it's looking sweet over there, Apple, I must say. Let me get this thumbnail.
They loud in their feelings, they barking these riddles. Already told you, won't find no one realer. I go from me cool to the top of your list. Turn this to a crib and a whip with a tint on it. Phone been on silent, I been on my shit. Whole globe on the fritz, I ball up my fist. Part of my glitz, take a part of me sick with it like it's 06. Going dumb in the sticks on a bitch real quick. Fresh when I dress, take a look at my stitch. Think I lost my sense. Wood to the neck, I've been acting real different. Know I'm at your neck, I won't loosen my grip. Out in that stress, take a toll on my I've been on deck, let me save my peace, let me talk my